All right, so maybe I've got a bum ass ankle and I could barely walk. However, I can still put this goddamn lemonade in a body bag on a Friday. 2-minute trade review. Let's go.
I'm truly stupid paid, that's just how I feel today. I'm moving local, go these heroes in my lemonade.
All right, so this Lemonade IPO, huge disruptor to the insurance industry. Think about pretty much mashing tech and software so that people are getting the best deals and such. They're really trying to be a big disruptor, and the IPO showed that they just may be that. They priced at $22, raised their price to $25, and then on day one they opened at 50 and ran to 70, and then on day two they touched as high as 96.50. So this stock priced at $25. And then on day two, touched 96.50. That's extreme buying. So I missed the first day to move. You know, it wasn't on my radar. I didn't really know about the company, to be honest. And I started learning about it, obviously, after they went IPO. So I wanted to, once it pulled back, you know, I wanted to buy off this new support I thought it would form, which it did, and then kick into this new pop. And these IPOs are not like regular swing trading stocks where it's just kind of like, you know, I'm buying it here, I'm setting my stop here, and I'm just letting it go, and hopefully I get 5. These are much quicker trades where you have to be much more active. So I'm going to show you how I traded this thing. And truthfully, I took a loss on this third day here, but that gave me such great information to what I needed. Oh, hold on, I got to kick some. Sellers coming in.
Order filled.
All right, so here's an intraday 15-minute chart of since the IPO, the first 4 days. So here's that first day where it went from 50 to 70, second day where it touched 96.50, and then it began to pull in. And this is day 3 where I began gaining information from the stock. And this is where I took a loss. You know, I'm looking at, here's the level I'm looking at. This is IPO high. This buying, that's some serious buying. There's funds in there. There's some big money involved in this one. So I'm looking for this 70 area where it made that first intraday high on day 1. I'm looking for that to turn into support. And look at this. Even though it's very dramatic because the stock went from 50 to 90 in 2 days, you know, this pull-in is pretty controlled, all said and done. Now, it's very wide. It pulls back from 96 down to 67, which is a huge number. But when it goes from 50 to 96, that's only a natural movement. That's a 50% pullback. So I started gaining information on it Wednesday. Took a small loss here, about $1 loss, and then I see it didn't make new lows, and I'm buying some more the next day. And then here's where I get the great information, and this is when I start buying the stock for real. The next day it gaps up after it puts in this low, closes at lows, looks awful. Next day it gaps up. Huge volume goes to push it down, and buyers just come rip it up. So I buy off that low. I buy 70, 50 or something versus this 69. And I see these buyers still in here. Remember, I'm looking for this 70 area. It's a big area, so it doesn't have to be precise. I'm looking for this to become support. So I start buying the 70, 72 area, and I got a decent position now from like 72, like 25 or something against this 69. I have about 1,000 shares. Now, here's my big mistake in the trade, and I got very lucky, and I have no problem talking about this part. I got very greedy, where it has this really nice, if we go to a 5-minute, we can see the chart a little better. This is my mistake. I shouldn't be buying the 75 because I'm buying here at 70, below 71, and I'm buying up here to 73, you know. That's a big area. That's a big difference in risk itself, where it's like 70, 70, 50, whatever it is, against 69, 250 risk, whereas 73 versus 69, $4 risk. So now 75, that's a horrible buy for what I have going on. I have a great position. I didn't need that buy. That was just me getting greedy here. So listen to this pull-in. So now I have 1,400 shares. It goes from 76.50 in about 20 minutes down to 70. You know, it's a 10K pull-in right there. That's brutal. So, but I see the 70 hold, and the buyers are the same buyers from before. There's stock slamming down here, right here at 70, and the bid just would not stop buying. It was a refreshing bid, and it just kept buying stock. So once I see him still there, I give it a few minutes, and I buy this on the way up again with a stop below 70. And now that was my opportunity right there. And it was very scary pull-in, but seeing that 70 hold was the key to the trade. So now, at the end of the day, I'm kicking this stock, all right? And we get a nice close out of it where I can kick some more. Boom. Kick that 79 at the end of the day, kind of chill with the rest of the stock I had. So now, the daily chart is looking primo. Oh, and this is today, obviously. But all right, so the daily chart at that point is showing a nice little flag here. just it's looking like it has a nice up move in it ready for Friday. And then Friday, you know, this 79.80 area, once I saw that buying come back, I bought some right away, very tight stop below this 77 area. And then I'm kicking that stock right away into the pop, and now I'm getting my move. This is the move I've been looking for, and now this is where I'm letting go of my core stock, kicking the shit out of this 89 area. I'm still holding some, but now we look at that daily chart. This thing could blow through highs, but it's a Friday. I don't want to hold this crazy risk into the weekend. This name moves $10 like it's nothing. But, you know, you see what I did. I booked a ton of profit, very quick trade. My risk was always defined. I was finding buyers on the tape, and my risk reward was insane for this trade on a 2-day trade nonetheless. So while these IPOs are a lot scarier and they're a lot more volatile, if you can figure out how to trade them, kind of find the buyers and sellers, read tape a little better, these are very profitable trades. And this was a great Thursday, Friday trade for me when I didn't really have much going on in the market. I don't have a lot of swing trades going on right now. I'm not sure if we're ready for a pullback or not. So I can gravitate towards these IPO names and find some P&L because they're so volatile, and if I can find buyers, and especially with this one, when an IPO makes a crazy move like this from 50 to 96 in 2 days, at some point, you know, those buyers are going to come back, and that's what we're seeing in this one.
Yeah.
So I hope you learned something. 2-minute trade review.
What's up, babe? Yell everything this